Welcome to Fix It Fast with Feng Shui Q&A. I'm so glad you're here. We're on episode number 5, so if you haven't watched the other 4, be sure to check those out where I answer your Feng Shui questions. So if you have a question about a certain area of your life or a certain part of your home that you feel Feng Shui could answer, or just that burning Feng Shui question you've always wondered about, be sure to ask. Email me at jill@jillethier.com, jill@jillethier.com. And I will answer it for you on this series. So Allison asks, my prosperity area is in the back left-hand space for my front door. In this area is my TV. Is this bad? Should I move my TV? Okay, so when we're laying the Bagua map on our home, we lay it based on the position of the front door. And so your abundance area, your prosperity area, is the back left corner of your home from your front door when you're looking into your space, because we divide your home into 9 equal sections. Okay, so the prosperity area is vibrates with the energy of the wood element and the water element, and then also the colors purple, green, and red. So quick tip, those are the things you add in that area to get the energy flowing. Now, a TV is not bad in that area. Obviously, it is just fine. So no, Allison, you do not need to move your TV. But something that we want to consider is the fact that a TV is considered the metal element. And so in Feng Shui, we have our main element, then we have a building element and a reducing element. And metal in this case is actually the reducing element for wood, and wood is the main element in this area. So what do we do about that? Well, the beauty part about BTB Feng Shui and the Feng Shui that I practice and I teach is the fact that there's always a cure for something. So yes, there's a little more metal in this area than you want because the metal would chop the wood. So here's what you're gonna do. You're going to add more wood energy than you have with clear intention of what you want to attract with regards to abundance. So that just boosts that energy. You're going to add more of the colors in this area, which are purple, green, and red. You can add some more of the water element, which is the building element, just to lift the overall energy in comparison to having that metal element in there. But the other thing we're going to do is we're going to use the reducing element for metal to decrease the impact of that metal TV in a wood area. So what is the reducing element for metal in Feng Shui? Well, it's fire. Okay, so fire energy can be candles, it can be artwork of sunrises, sunsets, and anything animal is also considered fire. So what I personally would do in that area is I would store a couple candles somewhere near the TV. If you have it on a TV stand with like cupboards, then you could just store the candles in there. But I would store candles, or I would have some sort of artwork of sunsets, sunrises, anything that represents fire. You could also put a lamp right near the TV. That would help. So add something in that represents the fire element, which reduces the metal element, and therefore then the metal can't chop the wood in the same way, which then lifts the overall energy in your abundance area of your home. So I hope that kind of sounds complicated, and Feng Shui is not complicated, but it does have many layers. So when we look at laying the Bagua map on your home and dividing it into the 9 areas of abundance, self-discovery, relationship, creativity, assistance, purpose, wisdom, community, and well-being, then in each of those areas there's certain colors. There's primary colors and secondary colors, and then there's main elements and building elements that you would begin to Feng Shui with. So anytime we're just beginning to Feng Shui the main floor of your home, we're focused on those things. And then we kind of go to the next level with Feng Shui, which is taking a look at the reducing elements. Like the question you had, is my TV okay in the abundance area? Yes, it is, but it's a little too much metal energy for that area, so add some fire energy to counteract the metal energy, and then bump up all the other Feng Shui cures. And when you add that fire energy, do so with the intention of like dissipating that metal energy, and you'll be just fine. And then as you go, if you feel like your abundance isn't where you want it to be, you're adding more of the colors and more of the main elements, like the main element and the building element, which is wood and water, to the area. You're bumping up the energy. But the TV is just fine there unless for some reason you don't like it there. But this is where Feng Shui gets, it's not complicated, but there's so many levels and layers to it. So we start then looking at the reducing elements in a space. We start looking at what we do specifically in bathrooms. We can lay the Bagua map separately on bedrooms, which we do, and on offices, like my office. And then we take a look at, where stairs are. And so Feng Shui is this wonderful thing where we can begin to Feng Shui the main floor of your home. We can take a look at the 3 main energetic areas. So I do that in Getting the Feng Shui Flowing, my ebook. I'll put the link before. Go to jill@jillethier.com and check it out. There's 3 main energetic areas in your home. There's certain Feng Shui cures for those. You don't even have to lay the Bagua map to work in those energy areas. But there's just a lot of layers to Feng Shui, and that's where it gets maybe confusing, but it's actually quite simple in its premise and approach. You just need to be taught well and understand why you're doing something or why you're not doing something, which is where I come from always whenever I'm writing an ebook or doing any sort of training or in my consulting, is I want to make Feng Shui as easy as possible for you and easy for you to add a cure. So when you add the fire element to this area with the candles or the pictures of sunsets or sunrises or something animal related, it does not need to be visible to vibrate with the energy you need to counterbalance that metal energy in that area, so you can hide it away, because Feng Shui doesn't need to impact your decor. That's also the beauty part of it, is we can get the energy flowing by hiding things in your home behind artwork, behind furniture, in cupboards, in order to have the correct elements and the correct colors without it, being an array of colors in your home that you would need with Feng Shui if you don't want them visible. So Feng Shui can be very simple and easy. This is your simple, easy cure for this. If you have a Feng Shui question, email me, jill@jilletthea.com, ask me what it is. And if you want to get the Feng Shui flowing and start learning more about Feng Shui, I have 2 ebooks right now. Head over to jilletthea.com. Check them out. I'll put the links also below. And you can get the Feng Shui flowing. And you can also learn the 7 Feng Shui fixes, which will help you increase the energy of abundance, purpose, well-being, and love in your life. And you also learn how to calm the chaos in your home, clear the negative vibes, and boost the overall energy. So, looking forward to seeing you on the next episode. I wonder what our question will be.